We're in today with my favorite type of setup, Quad SLI. We're gonna use two 9800 GX2 in SLI. I mean Quad SLI, because one single 9800 GX2 it's in SLI because it's got two PCBs. Today we're gonna use this monster of a pair from 2008 with 128 shaders, 512 megabytes of GDDR3 with 256 bits bus width on DirectX 10, running at 680 megahertz on the core clock with 1044 megahertz on the memory. I'm gonna pair it up with this i7 4th gen. I'm gonna see how this setup is working in a couple of games with SLI. But you know what's funny? The temperature, it's on idle and it's already 70 to 73 degrees. Yeah, let's see how it runs on maximum fan speed, because I have to put it there because I don't think it would just burn the video cards. All right, let's start with Hellgate London, because look at them. 81 degrees. Ooh. Okay, so first off, we're gonna look at the settings. 1080p maximum, shadow quality. I remember it made some problems and the rest was normal. Let's try and see how it's running with this setup like this. Oh man, I freaking love this. Look at it. 110 FPS, maximum details. It runs. Ooh. Flawless. This is my favorite setup of all time. Look at this. I just want to remember this, that when I want to heat up the house, I will put it on, because look at it, 82 degrees, 84. It makes the video card, it makes the room very hot instantly. Seriously, the FPS is fantastic. The MS is linear. Look at the frame. Everything is perfect with this. It's so funny to see Quad SLI. The game is super nice. I like that idea of a third-person game with abilities like in Diablo. Buying, identifying, going. It feels like Fallout and Diablo, and it's freaking awesome, seriously. The CPU, on the other hand, comparing it to an old system like that Pentium D that I'm trying with AGP video cards, and this one has no problems. 31 watts, it's nothing. System RAM, how much we're using? 3.6 gig of system RAM, so 6 gig, 8 gig of DDR, it's enough. Okay, let's try to see how we are handling Saboteur, because this is a freaking awesome game for an SLI. V-Sync is good for this Quad SLI. I can get maybe 80 FPS, maybe to 30-40 more FPS, and it will heat up the GPUs like hell, because the whole room is hot now. So I'm very interested in this, in how this game is going to be used for testing my video cards in the future. And I like it. Oh yeah, if I hold Alt, I can actually see how the character is walking. So 78 degrees on the GPU on the last one. That's the hottest one, with 46% load on the core. I mean, it's good. It's not bad. 78 degrees on a video card like this. It's good temperature. The MS is very steady, 679 megahertz on the core, 680, 1044 on the memory, and 357 megabytes of VRAM used, with only 2700 megabytes of system RAM. The CPU has no problem, so in this situation, 22% it's enough to use an older or a slower CPU. With my situation now, yes, I think this is maximum detail, so everything is working really nice with this Quad SLI. So I'm just happy that overall situation it's good. I love this type of setup. Let's test out Syndicate and see how this game is performing. There is a couple of stutter here and there, but the game is it's top notch with this, man. Look at this. So we got like maximum FPS. This is 1080p with maximum details. So 103 degrees. Oh my god, look at the GPU. Okay, can we put V-Sync or something? I was so happy, 200 FPS with this Quad SLI, and the GPU said, "Brrr." Yeah, with 60 FPS, apparently everything is linear, you know, on the MS, and starting to drop down on the temperature. It's got only 27% load on the cores, and yeah, I managed to see what I wanted to do. This is not bad, you know, but I need 200 FPS because it was very snappy. It's really good, you know, 200 FPS. It felt... to jump off. Way trippy, this game, seriously. So, yeah, I'm actually surprised how nice the whole Quad SLI is working with this. Considering this is a 2012, after so many years when the GPU was released, it still got support, and it's fantastic to see SLI, Quad SLI working like this in Syndicate. Like how those bullets are chasing him, seriously. This is a nice feature. Now I know where Cyberpunk took that idea with that gun. Because there's a couple of guns that are the same. But in Alice Madness Returns, apparently we get decent FPS, and here is the kicker. Quad SLI runs really nice here because the game is only on 30 FPS, and when it's on 30 FPS, the GPUs are not utilized at maximum. Pepper grind. Holy, what the heck is this? Wow. Well, I want one of those. Oh my god, the lag is real. Oh, look at the frame time. I noticed that the last GPU is the most used, nearly 50%. It's reaching 68 degrees. 68 degrees is fantastic, even though it's half used, you know. So I'll take that performance. I love the performance. I noticed nearly the VRAM is maxed out, nearly 470 megabytes of VRAM, and the FPS was dropping, and I didn't like it. 20 FPS, and I felt it. Really, really horrible. So, does it run with SLI? Yes. Is it compatible? Yes. The scaling, is it good with SLI? Yes. There's no problem with SLI. 30 FPS though, that's the only problem with this, and that's it. If you can pass over 30 FPS and you feel that arcade game, then this is something that you will want. Let's talk about it. Mafia 1 is one of those games that runs on SLI, but 9800 GX2, it's kind of extreme, you know. It barely scratched the surface for one video card, but because I got Quad SLI, I just added the game to the gameplay to see how it looks, you know. I want to see a game that is not being used by those video cards. I want to see the video cards running the game with lowest temperature, so it will be my best game ever. Apparently the second one will be Alice, and Mafia will be the best game when it comes to temperature. How much VRAM we're using? 224. 224 with
I said over the Giuliano Bridge. Don't you know which one that is?
no, Mafia 1 with 62 FPS. I think it's limited to that number, but regardless, with less than 10% core load, with 224 megabytes of VRAM used, we get temperature even under 60, 59 degrees. Ooh, I'll take it. I want games like this for my Quad SLI. I think this was a monster back in the days. I remember last time I had a great experience with this game, and I think with two video cards like this, it's gonna be even better. So 75% load on the cores with maximum details, giving me 86 FPS. It's wonderful. Now 300 megabytes of VRAM use, I'm on the good side because it doesn't overheat the video cards too much. And now the frames drop. Damn. Ooh. Oh, this is not going to be fun when it lags like that. You know, I noticed that the temperature is rising. You know, I got nice averages until it lags. I see one spike 60, 140, 120, 60, 140. What the? Come on, you bastard. Change your style, attack this one, go. Where is she? Oh, she's doing great. And you are here fighting. Okay, let's do it. Great. Okay, I really like how it's working, the setup with this game, and this is not something that you want to pass away when it comes to SLI and Crossfire. You know, I mean Crossfire. I don't know how Crossfire, but we're gonna test it in the future, Crossfire, and see how it's working. Comparing it to this awesome SLI scalability, because I got no bugs, I got no nothing, everything is flawless. The only problem is temperature, and that's it. So what do you think about this configuration? About 4 GPUs enabled in SLI. I think this is a fantastic setup, and I always love Quad SLI. I'm going to start from the temperature, because the temperature is always the main culprit in here, because it needs to be super vented, and everything will be okay with this type of setup. You know, if you have nice airflow, air conditioning, you can use a Quad SLI. Quad SLI is good for a couple of reasons. One is to make heat. Second is to play all games, because if you find the right games that are compatible with SLI, then you will have a great experience. And 3, you're getting very rare, you know, and the price is up there, and it's worth it, you know, to have them. But if you have them, don't sell them, because they're expensive. The i7 was an overkill. I have no problem saying this, but maybe in the future I will try to find a decent CPU that is for this GPU that can match up this video card. Regardless, it's kind of fantastic to play with this kind of setup. I like it. It's a very sweaty setup.